I'm here. Oh, guys, it's so hot here. Oh my God, it's hot in the UK, yeah? So hot, I'm sorry. Get to it, Emma. Hey, how are you, man? Nice to see you. You see me sweating? No, it's so funny. Hey, Rayton. Is that Rayton? How do I say that? However I say it. I hope you're well. You guys okay? I'm going to be talking to at Stair Climb Elite today. That's at Stair Climb Elite. I'm trying to say hi to all of you, and then some of you left, so it's like, okay, I can't say hi to you. But I'm going to be talking to at Stair Climb Elite. I don't know why I paused because I know who I'm talking to. At Stair Climb Elite. I've been waiting to talk to him all week, and I'm really excited. I'm going to invite him now and ask him a few questions about his amazing fitness journey. Hello, hello, hello.
Hey, good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon. How are you?
I'm good, no complaints. Happy
Happy
Friday.
Friday to you too, man. You got a lovely smile.
Oh, thank you.
It's so hot in the UK. I should not have put any makeup on because I'm sweating it down. I'm sweating. It's so hot over here. How's the weather over there?
It's actually pretty warm. I'm in the south part of the United States in
Okay, so
Tennessee.
that's really warm. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
We're not used to the heat over here, so when it gets hot, it's like, whoo, put 10 fans on, AC. But I wanted to get to know you today, find out a bit more about you and your business brand. Could you tell the people
Sure.
what's your name and a bit more about you?
Sure. Okay. Before I get started, I do want to give a shout out to Edwin Moses. I see that he
Edwin
joined.
Moses.
He was a role. Yes. He was actually a role model of mine. He went 122 consecutive races, if I'm not mistaken, without losing.
Wow.
And the 400-meter hurdles. Yeah. So definitely a role model of
Oh,
mine.
wow, Edwin, that's amazing. Can I talk to you? That would be amazing. Oh, that's really good. All right, so tell us your name, tell us a bit about yourself.
Sure. So my name is Troy Alston. I'm a competitive stair climber. I'm based here in the United States. I've been competitive stair climbing for the past 11 years now. I actually got into the sport because of track and field. I was actually looking to make the Olympic trials, qualifying the B standard in the 400-meter
Yeah,
hurdles. Needed 3 seconds. I'm a firm believer if you want something that you never had, you do something that you never did to get it. And that's what competitive stair climbing was for me. It was something I never did. I was going after something I wanted and found out it was an actual sport, found out I was good at it, and I just kind of stayed down the
oh, that's
road.
amazing. So how did you let me just check myself. How did you get into it? Where did you start your first class and your first trial?
Yeah, so my first climb was actually in October of 2010 in Orlando,
Mhm.
Florida. It was a 25-story building. And the funny thing is, I was training in a 6-floor parking garage in a hospital.
Wow.
And yeah, I was clearing those 6 floors in like 18 seconds. So I did the math and I was like, oh, this is a piece of cake. I can finish 25 stories in under 2 minutes. Cakewalk. Well, I got in the actual building and it was a lot tougher than I
Yeah,
thought. I like a challenge, so I like the fact that it challenged me
yeah,
mentally and
yeah.
physically.
And then you started to just be like, I'm gonna do another one and another one and kept going. That's
Correct.
wicked.
I end up I ended up finishing that race second place overall in
Oh
3:05.
wow.
And today I currently hold a course record in that same building at 2 minutes and 19 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. I have to double check. Might be lower than that.
Wow. So what are you like missing stairs?
I take 2 to 3 at a time, depending on the height of the steps.
Wow. Have you ever tried to just like jump four?
No.
So I would have done that and dropped her my chin. Oh, that's amazing though, because saw some of your videos and I'm like, he's getting up those stairs really quickly. Like, and I'm
Yes.
gonna talk about your website in a bit. There's some season times on there, and I was wondering like
Uh-huh.
if it was your season times that are on the website, or is that what people would have to do if they sign up to that season?
So everything on my website is like a track record of
I
everything
knew
I've
it.
done. So I started back in track and field. I have this thick binder back home in Jacksonville, and it contains all of my track and field stats for my freshman year in high
Mhm.
school, all the way up to post collegiate. I just like to track
That's
everything that I do. It
amazing.
keeps me accountable. It keeps me accountable, and it also gives me something to look back on. I think self-reflection is extremely important. So I try to keep things like that so I can kind of look back, self-reflect, look back where I came from, kind of assess where I am right now, and use that information to look where I want to go into the future.
Amazing. Why do you think it's important to self-reflect?
Because it gives you an idea of who you are. You have to be honest with yourself, your current situation, before you can actually step forward in the future, because it's things that you have to address. I just made a post this morning about new levels. Like every new level is going to require something new. Yeah.
No, tell us
So
what it was, though. I was
go
going to say, because it was so inspirational.
Oh, sure. So the post said every new level will require something new of you or a new version of yourself. You have to evolve. And, you know, like a lot of times we want things out of life, we pray for things, but you have to understand you have to develop into that person. You have to develop the character that's going to keep you there. So that's where self-reflection come in. That's where being honest with yourself and actually taking the steps that you need to develop into that person.
Yeah, that's so true. And it takes time, people. Have patience with yourself, you know? Like right now, I'm having patience with my sweat. I'm like, stop, get down my face. Okay. When did you find your passion? Like, what year did you start competing? What was the year that you just started?
So it was actually the end of the year. It was 2010. That was the tail end. And 2011 was the full time, but was a full year of competitive stair climbing.
So you've been in the industry 11 years?
Correct.
11 years. Oh my God. And within 11 years, you've done 107 in total courses, yeah? Guys,
100
can I just show off right now? Because we're talking, so we're friends. This man has done 38 courses, and they're all a record as of May 2022. 107 in total, 15 climbs, 9 cities for over 10 years in a row, winning and beating records. Then you set every record in Florida. So no one is winning, you know what I mean? Because you're just there. I'm like, wow. There's no one in Florida winning for a very long time. You've just been killing it.
Yeah, there were some competitors there once upon a time. People kind of come in and out of the sport, which is another important lesson, a life lesson about perseverance, like maintaining. It's something that I've learned. I learned this from track and field. You know, when you stick to a goal and stay committed to something, eventually you see the results. So it's all about just staying with it and sticking through it. You see competitors come, you see competitors go, but you have to stay true to that goal, stay focused, keep your eye on the end goal.
That's so true. And you're doing so well. I feel like you're the main person to make stair climbing a thing, like for the world. Do you know what I mean? If you keep this going, like I found you and my PA found you, but at the same time, it was like, I haven't seen no one on your level. No one in the UK really knows about stair climbing. And if they do, it's just a little small community. It's not how they speak of football, do you know what I mean, and basketball. So what could make the industry be more expandable?
So right now, competitive stair climbing is more one of those niche sports. There is a presence in the UK. It's called Towerrunning UK. Towerrunning UK. There are a few races there too. There was actually just a race at the Walkie Talkie building in downtown London.
Yeah.
The international governing body is Towerrunning World Association. You can find every race in the world on this website.
That's how I know you. This is your life. Straight away, you're like, girl, wait. There's people in the UK, okay? And I'm like, okay, I'm so sorry. I'm going to research them after this now. And I'm going to follow them as well, because that's amazing. But what sort of training do you have to do to be really fast up those stairs? A lot of jump?
That's a really good question. So my philosophy for track and field and competitive stair climbing is anybody can walk or run 10 flights of stairs, right? Especially like if you wake up, just go in the stairwell, you can walk it. But the question and the challenge is, can you walk or run the last 10 flights of stairs, like the first 10 flights? And this is the mindset that I take into my training. So I typically do long runs that range from 45 minutes to an hour. I lift weights at the gym. I train at a kickboxing gym. I'm also an instructor, by the way. But I train there twice a day. So I train 6 a.m., then I train 6 p.m., 7 p.m. at a kickboxing gym, do stair intervals. And I was doing cycling in the past. I don't do it too much anymore. But the goal is always to shock the body because you want to make sure that you work new muscle groups and you want to make sure that your body can cope with the stress that you feel in the stairwell.
Yeah, it's so true. What's going through your mind when, you know, when the lactic acid starts to kick in and you're like, I still got more in me, but it's burning. What's going through your mind?
What mindset is everything. That's definitely one. I think it's probably more mental than physical. And you have to accept the fact that if you're going to be competitive in a stairwell, you're going to hurt. You got to get that. You understand that.
I'm looking, sorry, about 8. When I walk up I got 16 steps in my house. My butt hurts a little bit just at the top. And that's 16 steps. And I'm walking slow. So I'm like, oh my God. When I saw you, I was thinking, I would love to train with you because that looks so difficult. Like, but yeah, what goes through your mind at the top?
It's actually, so another lesson that comes from this that I actually apply to life is about vision and kind of foreseeing what's to come, right? And what you think about, before I even get on the stairwell, I think about, okay, this can come out one of two ways. Either I can push to the finish and give every single thing I got, maybe win the race or finish dead last, but be very happy and proud with myself knowing I gave everything I have without quitting. Or I can slow down and quit in the middle of the stairwell and get to the top and think back, what would happen if I would have kept going? So those are the two outcomes. And I try to think about that before I get into the race. And by having this outcome in mind, it helps me push through no matter how much it burns, how much it hurts.
Wow. Can I have some of that, please? When I'm doing hip thrust, I would love some of that. That's really amazing. Wow, man.
Yeah,
what's a competitive stair climber for those who don't know what it is?
Okay, so competitive stair climbing is a race to the top of a building or freestanding structure. So to put it in context, the Empire State Building in New York City, the Willis Tower in Chicago. It's just it's just a race up the stairs to see who can get to the top.
And you've done that tower, the first one you mentioned?
I've been invited to do the Empire State Building 3 times now, and my personal best is 13:03.
Wicked! Hey, that's wicked, man! Oh my God! That's huge!
Thank you.
I've got tears in my eyes! Oh my God! Oh wow! 13! Oh my God! I want to race you. Yeah. Just so I can watch you fly past me. Amazing! Wow! Okay, wait. Okay, I've got another question. Tell us about Stair Climb Elite, the brand. You got the whole page for that. Oh. Tell us about that.
Yes. So Stair Climb Elite, the brand, is actually my personal brand. After being in the competitive stair climb industry for X amount of years, I decided to brand myself. So I do have apparel or whatnot, but it's more so about a mindset. Yeah. And Stair Climb Elite, it's really ingenious how I came up with it because I go to stair climbs. It's a stair climb, and elite is subjective. So if you go to a stair climb, you have elites that's really competitive, really fast, but you also have elites that's just the everyday person, and they're elite because they do so many climbs. So I put those two together to make it inclusive for the elite athlete and the everyday athlete. So that's how I came up with Stair Climb Elite.
That's amazing. I want a t-shirt. Can I have the one that says "Outwork Everyone"?
Oh,
yeah,
for sure.
I want one of those, please, and I can wear it in the gym and on my live. That would be good. You know, I really love the brand, and that page is really, really well set up, and you got great models. You know what I mean? It's nice. I'm gonna share your stuff all the time. I hope you're following Bills because people need to see what you're doing. It's really, really, it's really, really good for the culture. It's good for you young children to see someone like you. Do you know what I mean? To look up to you. I showed my son your videos, and he's like, "I want to do that. Can we go run up the stairs?" I'm thinking, "No, you need to go talk to Mr. Boy, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that." My son's really like interested in sports, and I show him all the guys that are competitive on here, and he really loves what you do. He's only 9, but it's really good to have people like role models like you out there. What's the most stairs you've climbed in one go?
It's probably going to be the Willis Tower, which is my least favorite building in Chicago. It's 103 floors.
It's my least favorite building.
Yeah. I got to be honest with you. When I was climbing that race, I literally asked myself multiple times, why am I doing
Oh,
this? That's how dreadful it
glad you
was.
did it.
It's two, yeah, 2,115 steps.
Okay. Wow. And in what time? In what time?
My personal best in that building is 16 minutes and 23 seconds.
Just an
So
extra 3 minutes from the other tower. Okay. Wow. You're flying.
that actually, it brings up a good point too that I want to
Yes.
highlight. So buildings are different by layouts and by step count. For example, Jacksonville, Florida Bank of America is 42 floors, 800 steps. And Tampa Bank of America is 42 floors,
Oh,
914
wow.
steps. But it's similar in height as far as floor count, but the step count completely changes your time. So in Jacksonville, my fastest is 419, but in Tampa, it's only 436. So
That's
the
not a
layout
big
plays a lot
difference,
into your
okay,
time.
friend? It's not a big difference. You're superhuman. You're superhuman. You said that like it was a huge difference. Like it's both still phenomenal scores, okay? Wow, man.
Well, well, for me, I come from track and field, so like a little incremental difference means the
Yeah, no,
world.
that's a good thing. It is a
So,
good thing, but to me, it's just like both scores are just great. Like it's great. Wow. Mr. Is it Desmit said at stair climb elite is awesome. Oh, thank you.
oh yeah,
Hi, Josh.
Desmond is a good friend of mine.
Is he? Oh, hi, guys. Does he run upstairs as well? Hi, Mia.
I'm trying to get him to.
Yeah, yeah. Get him to run up a few stairs. Yeah, that would be good. Okay. You teach boxing. Tell us a bit of boxing at the TFK gym. Tell us what you do there.
Yep. So this is pretty much kickboxing. So back in 2012, I got into boxing. I always liked it. I like the cardio behind it. As weird as this might sound, I like to be completely exhausted.
You
And
think?
boxing will exhaust you. It takes everything. You work every muscle
Yeah,
group. It even works you mentally and your human will.
it's so true.
Perfect translations for stair climbing.
Say that again.
I say it's the perfect translation to stair climbing.
It is. I agree with you. Everything I agree with, just because I've seen how you work. I have to agree. But as a child, you did like American football, hurdles. It weren't just weren't just
Hmm
100 meters, was it? When
What
you was
what was 100
when
meters?
you was a child, you did sports as well, like from a young age.
Correct. I started with Pop Warner football, and it's funny because I think every young kid wants to play in the NFL, and I even had that dream once upon a
Yeah.
time. And eventually, I kind of shift gears. I ended up playing soccer, which I fell in love with, and I played soccer in high school, and then I was introduced to cross country and track and field in high school, and that took me through college.
Nice. So did you do any like sports qualifications? Other than your fitness one, what do you
And,
have?
oh, in terms of
Yeah.
certifications, no certifications
But
at the
but
moment.
you got the personal training one.
Correct. And I think that's more so from like my experience working out and what I've achieved. And to be a kickboxing instructor is more so about understanding what you're doing, like how to properly throw a one or two or uppercut. There's a technique behind boxing and
Yes.
kickboxing. So being able to demonstrate the proper technique is extremely
Yeah,
important.
it is. Do you have more male or female clients?
A little bit of both. So it's actually at a gym. It kind of depends on who comes into the gym. Something else I like about the opportunity of being an instructor is once again the opportunity to inspire people, to speak to them, and to help them become a better version of themselves. You have people from all walks of life that come into the kickboxing gym. People just starting out, people that's well versed in working out. So I enjoy like helping people and helping them develop into a better version of
Oh,
themselves.
that's amazing. I'm glad you like to do that. Your website, let's talk about that. It's amazing. But first of all, you said
Sure.
key to the city recipient. What did you mean by
Ah,
that?
yes. So, a couple years ago, I went to Niagara Falls, Canada for a stair race. It was up Skyline Tower. The goal was just to go. They did have a course record that was 3 minutes and 36 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. I think that was the time, the record. and I wanted to challenge myself to see if I can get close or beat it. So I ended up starting the race and I finished in 3:31. I actually beat the course record the same year. Well, there was a slight hesitation. Like the timer system is really old. They use a stopwatch. So when the young lady told me to go, it was a slight hesitation on my part in confusion. Should I go? And then I went and I beat the time. So I wanted to go back the next year. And I ended up beating it from 3:31 to 3:02. And that course record was set by Canadian Olympic cyclist Gord Singleton. And it's stood for like 30 plus years.
Wow.
So yeah, because I broke it, the mayor of Niagara Falls, Canada, presented me with the key to the city as like a memorial.
Hey man, that is wicked, man. I would have been so excited. Was that like the blue rope thing with the? I saw a picture of you with it. Yeah. Yes. Oh, that's nice. Your smile was so big. I loved it. Oh, that's amazing.
I was so excited. I literally listened to Drake the entire time.
Yeah, you're a rock star. That's amazing. On your website, you got loads of great pictures. The photographer is awesome, by the way. You got some knowledge on what you've been doing, so people go onto the website and look at his goals, his seasons, and all his records that is broken and about to break this year. Do you know what I mean? What's the next one for you? What's your next competition?
So with the whole, let's just say, global situation, I don't know if Instagram will like ding this if I use certain words. So I'll say global situation right now. It kind of put a stop on me traveling internationally. Okay. So there's not a lot of stair climbs going on here in the country right now over the summer months. So I thought about transitioning back to track and field, maybe as a master's athlete.
That'd be good. Can you? But what? I was going to say, can you create that? Because there's none available. Can you start creating them? You're like the stair master.
That would be possible, but planning a stair climb or a 5K, it takes a lot of man hours. It takes a lot of promotion. If there's already like 5Ks going on, so I would have to pull from that event, pull people from that to actually get them to mine.
But in the future, then we'll get that. The event sponsored by you, and then I'm gonna come. Exactly. Oh, wicked, man. What's the main stair climb goal that you remember, and particularly like one that will always stay in your mind? Did I say that already?
Yeah. You know, it's funny because when I got into the sport again, it wasn't to like be the best. It wasn't to set records or like win medals. It was an alternative method for training. That's it. And yeah, and like, you know, as life go on, you start to discover different things about yourself and who you are. And, you know, a fear of mine, it sounds gloomy, but a fear is to go to my deathbed without realizing my full potential. So at the end of the day, you take all the awards away, you take all of the medals away. I just want to inspire people just to be a little bit better than they were yesterday. Leave the world a little bit better. And I hope my life, my accomplishments somehow inspire somebody to get up and do the exact same thing. Whether it's on the stairs, whether it's becoming a doctor, a lawyer, whether it's starting their own business, just look for the motivation out of my life.
And you know what? Just from that, I'm going to gym tonight, okay? I went gym this morning, but I'm going again tonight because, listen, and I'm going to go on this, you know, the stair climber that moves on its own. I'm going to go on it, and I'm going to send you a message like, look at me. It's because of you. That's amazing. I'm really inspired by you. What was your experience like traveling and competing in 3 continents, 6 countries?
Yes, that was phenomenal. Actually, and my favorite is Taiwan. Taipei, nice. Taiwan.
Why?
That's actually where I got bit by the hiking bug. I actually like to hike now, and it's because of Taiwan.
I thought it was an actual bug. I was like, wait, you like getting hit by a bug? And I thought, wait a minute. Okay, you like the hiking. Okay, that's good. Yeah, go on.
It was extremely beautiful, very beautiful, humid, but I enjoyed it a lot.
Oh, that's good. Did you run? You did hiking, like running? Did you have equipment? Was it the real deal, or was you just running up mountains?
Oh no, I walk. I just normally walk when I hike.
Sorry, I just can't see you walking. You know what I mean? I can't see you walking. Okay, that's really good. You went South America, Europe, and Asia. Where in Europe did you go?
I'm sorry,
Where
one more
in
time.
Europe did you go?
Oh, let's see. So I have been to the UK
Oh,
before.
nice.
Um, no, no competitions there, only to the airport. And I went to the Queen's Palace just to take pictures and kind of like look
Nice.
around. Other than that, I've spent a lot of time in Austria, Bratislava, Slovakia, um, Prague, Czech Republic, Brno. Where else have I been? I've been to Germany just to kind of visit.
Wow.
Those are about the only places oh, Slovenia as well.
Okay, wow. And that's some really white countries, boy. And that's really nice. Europe. Okay, so I'm thinking,
Yes,
was that all because of stair climb?
for sure.
Wow. So it makes you can have an actual full career.
You
Do you get
can.
paid?
It's only in Europe. There, like when I went to Bratislava, Slovakia, I did get like reimbursement for coming. If you place first, second, and third, you can make money. There are paid races in Dubai, and there are a few of the top climbers as well that have made money by doing the sport. But it depends on the race and if they have a pay structure. So it kind of depends. It's hit or
That's
miss.
amazing. See, I know you can tell you do for the
Hmm.
love of climbing stairs.
Yes.
Tell you see what has it done for your physique and your mental health?
Oh, it's made me the perfect specimen of a man. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get a lot of slack for that.
Yeah. Good.
It's definitely helped out a
No,
lot
that's
though.
good.
Helped shape
That's
me up.
good. What if I wanted to join stair climb? What steps would I take?
First start slow. That's the important thing. It's just like a 5K. You don't want to go out too hard. You want to start slow. Start by walking the steps, then get into jogging a little bit. And just get out. That's the first step I would say. Just get out, start by walking, and then start jogging. Just build up to it. Don't go out and try to sprint an entire building the first time. It's going to be
Like me,
disastrous.
I was gonna go in the building. I just run up the stairs and see how far I can get. Constance, hi. How are you? We're fine. We're doing good. I'm good. So are you good?
Hey,
Hi,
Constance.
Constance.
She's one of my
Oh,
followers as
hi,
well.
Constance. Nice to meet you. Thanks for joining the live. So, what do you eat? Tell us about your food. What would you eat before a competition and then on a normal day?
So I maintain a certain diet. I only eat chicken, fish, turkey in terms of meat, no pork or beef. Of course, and then you have the vegetables, the fruit, the nuts, all that good stuff. Admittedly, I do have a really
I
bad
knew you were
sweet
gonna say
tooth
that,
that I need to.
and that's fine with me.
I mean, it's a really bad habit. If I have like fruit snacks, I'll tend to leave the fruit snacks by the side of the bed at night and wake up and eat without opening my eyes. It's that bad.
That
So
is bad.
it's pretty
Yeah.
bad.
Also, get on your good side. The client should bring you some donuts. Customer C said, yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. We're glad to hear that you're okay. Is that your client as well, or just a follower?
Oh, it's just a follower. We've been following each other for a
I
while.
love that.
She's into mixed martial arts and she likes to swim. So she inspires
Yeah.
me as well through her
Constance, I'm gonna
workouts.
follow you.
Yeah.
Sporty lady. I
Yeah.
like that. That's really good. Okay. Do you have to prep? Do you prep?
Yeah. So prep is a little bit different for competitive stair climbing than track, although I try to use the same preparation and carbo load the night before. So I normally eat pasta before a stair climb. Even though if you're doing a 20 or 30-story floor, it really doesn't matter because you're gonna burn through that energy so fast. You don't really need that many carbohydrates. But I tend to follow the same
That's
structure.
good. That sounds like a cyclist and like a marathon runner's prep diet. That's really good. Um,
Oh, I do want to highlight. So when you're going up the stairs, you're carrying your body weight and you're fighting against gravity. So
Whee!
ideally, when you eat, you want to eat the night before and nothing the day of. You want to be as light as
On the day.
possible.
Just going
Yes,
up the stairs.
and this is always good for me.
Going up the
Yeah.
stairs without breakfast. My belly will be like, "Oh, what are you doing?" It'd be crazy. But I'll do it. I would try that. And you know what's funny? I don't eat in the morning when I go gym. I don't eat. I eat after. I feel better. Yeah.
Exactly.
Also, I just get like a stitch. What's your main goal for us followers this year? What are you going to show us? What we're going to see more of?
Oof, that's definitely a challenge. I would like to gain more followers, reach more people,
I'm going to help you.
inspire more hearts and minds. Oh, thank you. So yeah, we'll see. I don't have an exact number.
That's going to be good. But can for something for me? Can I get more of that the funny stuff? There's a video of you looking at the stairs on a rest day, and then it shows like in your mind you running up the stairs, and then you walk away like, nah, not today. So that made me giggle. Can we get some more of those?
For sure. I actually have to get back into that creative flow. So I'm a graphic designer by profession, so creativity is something that kind of flows to me naturally.
That's a talent. So, wow. Other than the website, where else can I book your services?
So website, my Instagram pages at StairClimbElite or at StairClimbElite, the brand, and I do have a Twitter at StairClimbElite as well.
Oh, nice. Are you on TikTok?
I was, but I need to get back on.
Yeah, because I saw you on there, and I was like, oh, that's why I saw the funny video. So, okay, what free exercises will you always, probably not always, but what free exercises would you give to me if I was like, I've just started stair climbing?
Lunges. Well, let me correct that. Walking lunges, jump squats, and sit-ups. The reason why I gave you sit-ups is if you ever notice when it comes to running or running stairs, when you get tired, your body slouches. If you can maintain a strong core, that helps a lot. It helps to stabilize you.
It does. It does. It does. You got a six-pack, yeah? Yeah,
of course.
Just checking, yeah. I've seen it. Why am I asking? I've seen it on your page. Okay. Where do you keep all your medals?
There are a lot of medals at home in Jacksonville, and Helen Alston, my mother, she keeps telling me to come home and get them. So
that's lovely. You need to come and get them. I'll be storing them like you ain't getting them back. My son did this, so I'll be showing off. You know she shows off on Sundays, isn't it? If she sees her friends, she shows off.
Oh.
Yeah. You love to fly. Tell people about that little side of you. You love going in planes and flying and.
Yeah, so I'm very adventurous on the outside of competitive stair climbing. I believe in living life to the fullest, being a complete person. When I say complete, that's physical, mental, spiritually, emotionally, enjoying life. So I like to do things like skydive. I like to hike. I want to work on getting my pilot's license. That is a goal of mine, to get my private pilot license. I've been up in a sailplane before, which is tons of fun. Yes.
I was like, woo! I was like, wait a minute, who's driving? Is it him? Is it him? I'm not sure. I wasn't sure who's driving.
So I did get the opportunity to control it a bit, so it was pretty cool.
Nice. I was so scared, but I would have tried as well. I hope you get that license. Let us know when you do get it. Yeah. That would be amazing.
For sure.
It's nice. Where did you go in the sky? Where did you go?
So I just recently moved to Chattanooga maybe 8 months ago for work, but I relocated from Tampa, and there's a place called Zephyr's Hill, Florida. And I went there to do the glider, and I went to Lake Wells, Florida to do my skydiving from 11,000 feet.
Amazing. What do you have to do to become a pilot? A lot of paperwork.
It's a lot. It's a lot like schoolwork or like book work, if you will. Then you have to get X amount of hours and X amount of solo hours before you can get it.
Is it a lot of
it's just
is there a point where you have to sit in like a black box, and just kind of fly something on a screen?
I'm pretty sure that's probably the first step.
Okay, sorry, the first step. Okay. Sorry, I thought that was the hard part, but it's not. Okay, my bad. Okay, so how long have you been on Instagram for? We're almost done, because I'm sweating.
Probably since 2010 or 9. That's why I have so many pictures. Just throwing that out.
You've got content for the next 10 years. You could just repost everything again. Like, that's how much your content is, like, amazing and stacked. It's full. Yeah. Okay?
I was thinking about that, actually.
Once you've won everything, like, reached all the goals and no one's beating you, like, what are you going to do next? You're going to teach us how to stair climb, or what are you going to do?
Eventually, but I have a long ways to go until I get. So One of the things I enjoy about competitive stair climbing, especially in Europe, competition is extremely fierce. I
Yeah.
mean, the last race I had in Canton, Austria, I finished sixth or seventh place. And if you look at the separation for those places, it's 1 second.
Wow.
So that's taking a brief like rest period on the
Yeah.
platform. Just one little
Yeah.
second separates everybody. So I still have a good ways to go to conquer that level of competition. So that's something I'm working towards.
Wow. Could you keep still? Sorry, because I can hear a noise when you move. I'm not sure what that is.
Oh, I'm
It's
sorry.
okay.
Sorry.
It sounds like someone putting pipes together. Belina said, I'm planning to go skydiving too. Did you start with something small or just went for it?
I just
And
went
do
for it. I
it.
went from 11,000 feet. But I would definitely tell you to mentally prepare for it because once you get in the airplane, once the door is open, you just got to go. That's the only way down.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I love planes. I love planes. I'll fly anything. Okay, so advice for people interested in taking up the sport. What do people need to know before they start, and what advice would you give them when they do start?
As I said earlier, you definitely want to start slow. Start by jogging, maybe like 30 minutes here and there, and then introduce the stairs. It's always important to establish a base. You want to build on it. So I like to use this analogy. When you build a house, you want to build a house on concrete and not on sand. So when you start doing 30 or 40-minute runs, that's the concrete. Versus if you don't do any 30-minute runs and you just jump into the stairwell, you're building on sand. So what tends to happen is when you get fatigued or tired when you do certain workouts, it's gonna be hard for you to recover and hard for you to actually move forward versus if you build a base of 20 and 30 minutes like running, then you're gonna recover a lot faster. You're also gonna absorb those workouts a lot better and be a lot further along than you would if you were built on sand. So I say that to say start with 20-minute runs, maybe jump rope, definitely go to the gym, lift weights, and slowly introduce the stairs into your
Oh,
routine.
yes, definitely. That's amazing. Thank you so much for your time today, Troy. I really, 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 really appreciate you. You're a phenomenal man. I've never met anyone like you before. So I'm honored and I'm grateful. Stay in touch. I'm going to share everything you post, even if I didn't see it, but the next day I see it, I'm going to post it anyway. And I hope you get loads of followers because you deserve a great following. Have a great day and stay in touch, okay?
Thank you. Sound good. And thank you for the opportunity. And I'm pretty sure you never met a man like me because I'm one of a kind. Just wanted to throw that out there.
Saying,
But
you're welcome, man. I love you too. Have a lovely evening. Take care, guys. Bye.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye.